mostly rhetorical. It's mostly rhetorical.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Mostly Rhetorical. I'm your host, a slightly overcooked pierogi. And you're back to the show where we're just going. Even when there's ambulances and fire trucks running outside, we're live, dude. We're finally live after 7 months of being inconsistent with this podcast. And I'll say it, it's my fault. Sure, there's no one else here and no one else is running this ship but me, but I will take the blame. Only this time, though. I will not be taking any other blame. Listen, I moved, and I think it's fair to say, being 30 now, I didn't ask my friends to help. Normally, I'd recruit all of my friends to come and move all of my furniture with me and be an absolute burden on them for 3 to 4 hours. And I'm happy to help them. I'm happy to lift the couches. I'm happy to be very uncomfortable. I think that's a lot of it, is just being super fucking uncomfortable for I'd say 3 to 4 hours. And I think if you're lucky, people will get you pizza or there's an incentive involved. I'll give you what has $5 sound. And you're like, oh my God. I'm sorry we have to stop being friends. But I didn't ask anyone. Mainly because I didn't have that much shit. I moved out on my own for the first time. And collectively living with someone, there's more shit to be had. So I wouldn't bring too many things. This time I needed to bring all the things because I have about 4 pictures up and the walls are bare. My bedroom is just like this cave with just my bed in it because there's nothing else around. Really, I made this room fucking awesome, dude. I think that was my goal, is just to make this living room area just be the best part of the house. And then when you turn around and look at everything else, you're like, oh God, what happened here? How come there's nothing anywhere? There's just every direction you turn is one of those tumbleweeds just flying around. They're everywhere. I mean, the main reason I got this place was for all the tumbleweeds. But yeah, I feel like asking someone to help me move shit. First of all, packing shit. Never again. You know what I mean? Hiring a company. I got a quote for a moving company and it was $2,000, which I don't even know what's actually worth $2,000. People moving my stuff? No way. I'd rather convince my friends to do it for $5 and pizza. You know what I mean? $2,000 or my friends hating me but they're fed with pizza. I mean, come on. Yeah, it was way too much money for a moving company. And also, I don't know what's in the boxes. When you're packing, you're just throwing shit in stuff, box 1, tape it up, it's there. The box is unknown now. I don't know what's happening in that box anymore. And I'm not going to come back to it for 2 to 3 days. It's packed. It's done. Inviting a friend to come help me. Hey, can you take this one? And it's full of lead. Oh, fuck, dude. That's where all my lead is. Can you bring that one up? I don't know. I don't know what's in any of them, dude. So just asking someone to come give me a hand at this point it just feels bad. So I just didn't ask anyone. I moved a lot of it in myself. I kind of just chucked a bunch of it in my car. I got a little tiny fun U-Haul. First time I got a U-Haul, I felt like what it would be to be a little truck driver. And I liked it, dude. It felt nice. Got the gear shift thing that's like this. Sign me up. Not for the truck driving. I just wanted to do my own stuff and then that's it. Freelance truck driver, but it's only for my own shit. Yeah, dude, finally got in here and it feels nice. It's very echoey, but other than that, it's good. My dad helped me move this gigantic couch. There's cat scratches everywhere from my former cat just, being mad at the couch or in general, taking it out on something. I think cats scratching a couch is kind of like us, it's like us doing the fucking speed bag is that for boxing? Yeah, how boxers do the speed bag. That's what the couch is for the cat. And since I moved here, I've been looking for a new job. And the only thing that's come out of looking for a new job for the past week is how fucking insane Indeed is. Indeed has to be run by like 4 raccoons trying to figure out how to use a computer. There's no way. There's no fucking way there's real people sending me job offers or job fucking whatever they are, sending me jobs that are like, you should be a science teacher or you should be a karate teacher. I've gotten so many things, dude, that make absolutely no fucking sense. Like, I think I got a dance teacher one time, and honestly, I'm flattered. It's very kind of them to think these moves, dude, are good enough to be taught to the youth or whoever wants to learn. But I don't know if these 3 raccoons that are face deep in garbage know that I'm not qualified for any of these things. Like, you have your set resume. I feel like it should be very obvious that it's like, oh, this guy's good at, music or whatever you might do. And then they're like, but what do you think you would want to pivot to dancing? Do you think that might be a secure move for you? And the answer is yes. I always want to try new things, but I think in the case of finding a job that I don't fucking hate, that's the way to go, man, is to look at what I already have and then go with that. Looking at what you already have and then saying, nah, fuck that, dude. What else is out there for this guy? And that mindset, that's all right too. I actually don't mind that. I don't know what I'm complaining about anymore. But I applied for a job, I guess like earlier this week or something, and I got a text message from the job, which has never happened in any experience I've had applying for a job or talking to an employer. And it felt like it felt like such a disconnected experience because they were like, hey, this is the job. Are you interested? And it was like, well, yeah, I fucking applied. Why are you texting me? Call me. And they're like, can you tell me about your experience? And it was basically the interview, like a pre-interview to the interview, but just texting me. And I fucking hated it because it was like, how fast? This is like dating. Like, how fast should I get back to you? Should I be flirting with this employer right now? Like, it just felt so weird to be doing a form of communication that is mainly through friends, family, and for the occasional flirting. To be with an employer that's like, hey, you up right now? That's what they texted me. Hey, you up? And I was like, yeah, for sure. What are you up to? And they were like, just wondering if you want employment still. And I was like, like fucking hard to get. Yeah, I don't know why they texted me. I think that's like the stupidest fucking, that's like the weirdest way to go about just employing someone. Just fucking email me, dude. Emails are the text messages, but with a suit and tie on. That's what emails are. A text message is wearing short shorts and no shirt. That's what that means to me. That's like the dress code of a text message. If an email is wearing like a turtleneck with like a blazer and some fun dress pants and a sick belt, then a text message is just some guy on board shorts with Vans on and like a really long, a really long Volcom tank top on. That's what that is. With the sunglasses that are in the back of the head or whatever. Like they've got two sets of eyes. That's what that is. So just email me, dude. Just email me. It's all good. I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey, calling's okay too. I always think it's weird then when they say, when they're talking about how, I guess like Gen Z or whatever, whoever the fuck doesn't like calling, like they get mad at calling. I understand that. I don't pick up my fucking phone ever. But if it's in the case of doing a job, like I need to talk to you, dude. Like we got to talk right now. I don't want to wait for you to get back to me regarding a position that I applied for. Just talk to me. Just give me a call. It was so weird, dude. Like there was probably 20 minutes of time in between text messages with this company. And it just felt like, is this company going to fucking ghost me? Or are they going to like follow through with what they're talking about? Because they could very well just stop texting you. And maybe that's a reason that they were, maybe that's the reason that they texted so they could just fucking cut whenever. Man, I just fucking hate that shit so much. I really don't understand why they texted me. Anyway, we're still texting. I text them good night. They text me a good morning text. I'm like, hey, how are you? How's your day? And they're like, good. You still looking for employment? That's their only question. I'd be like, night. And they're like, night, talk to you tomorrow. And I go, good morning. How are you? And they text me, good morning. Did you sleep well? And I go, yeah. And I'm like, what's up? What are you up to today? And they're just like, still looking to fill this role. And I'm like, God damn it. Just hire me, dude. Hired guy. Some of the shit on Indeed isn't even there anymore. I called a place and they, like, if there's a role that I really would like to learn more about or whatever, just want to give me the fucking job or whatever, I'll call. And I called 2 or 3 places and they were like, yeah, this role doesn't exist anymore. I was like, oh, okay. And at that point, the conversation ends immediately because you're like, that's it. Oh, okay, thanks, bye. And the person was like, yeah, no, we filled that role. Like one place was like, we filled that role 2 months ago. In a lot of cases, I'll be looking, and if you go to the bottom, usually it tells you either the expected start date or like the application deadline or whatever it might be. And this one, or it'll tell you when it was posted. And that's what I'm looking for, dude. I just want to know when the fuck this shit happened, because that's all that matters to me. If a job was 7 days ago, it's over to me. It's over. Because the amount of people that are applying to all the jobs is so insane, dude. It's so insane. I do want to try using ChatGPT to get me a resume, just to see if it can make me just a fake ass resume, to see how close I can get to just becoming like a doctor or something, just to see if they'll call me, just to see if it lines up and just give all the specificities of what the job is looking for. Anyway, I'll try that and I'll get back to you. But some of the places are like, last year, like they posted it last year, and at that point the job's been filled by like 7 people. They're still hiring. It's probably the company that's texting me right now. They're probably still that's how fed up they are, is that they've just started to text people because they've been looking for people for 7 years now, dude. But if the job posting is 7 days or more, it's over, dude. I go and look for the past 3 days or put it in like the little queue, like past 24 hours or 3 days or whatever. And this is only on Indeed. Like I really do see a lot of dumb shit on Indeed. One of the jobs I applied for didn't even exist anymore. One of the jobs I applied, 2 weeks went by or so, and they got back to me and they were like, hey, thank you for applying. We will reach out to you, or like your application went through or whatever. We'll inform you of the next steps or whatever. And then another week went by and they emailed me that they didn't need the role anymore. Like the role was just done. The role didn't exist anymore in the company. And like, I understand that might happen. They're like, oh, fuck, we don't really need this. Do that before for sure. Because there's no way 70 people are applying for this job. They get it to like 15, 10 people and just keep doing that. And they find the perfect person. They finally found it. It's been a month and a half, 2 months of trying to do this. And then they get to the person. They're like, no one's been better for this role. We can't find anyone else. This is the perfect person for the role. And then they turn around the next day and they're like, oh, fuck, we don't even need this. Oh, no. Hey, this doesn't even exist anymore. Sorry, bye. That's when you text someone, dude. Don't even fucking email them anymore. That's the only reason a company should be texting you, is to tell you the role that never existed. It's never been filled and it's never existed. Text me at that point for sure. I don't need an email. I do not need a formal notification that a role I applied for a month ago is just a ghost. I don't need it. Just text me, dude. Just text me. I went to the movies recently. Finally saw Wonka, Chocolate Timmy. Timothée Chalamet has been taking over my life recently in a good way. Nothing bad about it yet, but Sand Timmy, Dune, Sand Timmy 2, and now Chocolate Timmy with Wonka. So we saw Wonka, and there was 2 people in there. Also, I had a gift card from, I feel like in 2020, before the pandemic happened, I was just gifted for Christmas 45,000 gift cards to the movies. And now I'm just sitting on piles of money for the movies. And I brought one of the gift cards and I got popcorn and a drink. And it didn't cover any of it. Like, the popcorn and drink surpassed my fucking gift card amount. And then I had to pay actual money. It was unbelievable. But in the movie, there was 2 people talking the whole time. It was honestly kind of impressive. Like the whole time, and they were just flirting for like an hour and 45 minutes during Chocolate Timmy. Full flirt. Honestly, their relationship might go the distance because they were able to flirt for that long. That length of flirting, dude, was pretty impressive. And they were like, when the volume would go up and the volume would go down, they would match it. It's like they had seen the movie previously 2 weeks ago, planned to come back, and they were like, we got to go see this movie and flirt the whole time. But while we're flirting, we're going to volume match the fucking movie, so no one's going to know that we're flirting, even though everyone can hear us fully. I think that's a test, dude. If they're just going there to flirt the whole time for an hour and 40 minutes, you might as well just get married, dude. It's like the movie ended, everyone was clapping, The movie actually did end. The movie ended, and the guy that wasn't watching the movie clapped. It was great. He was like, "Fuck yeah, it's over." Anyway, back to flirting. So, have I told you how beautifully your eyes look from the glow of Timmy? Yeah, the movie ended, and the guy should have proposed on the spot. Just knelt down, popcorn everywhere, sticky knees, and he was like, "I know I've only known you for an hour and 45 minutes, and this is our first date, and we met here at the movies. So realistically, I've only known you for an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes. But will you marry me?" And she's like, "Yeah, fucking obviously, dude. What else are we gonna do? We just flirted for an hour and 45, total 150. Of course I'll marry you." It was one of the loudest. You know when you just when you're like sitting in a room and you listen to a clock, or you're just paying attention to the clock, and it just sounds like the fucking hunchback of Notre Dame. Like you're in this giant clock tower. Like that bell might as well be ringing. Big Ben. I'm out of my element right now. But when you focus on the clock and it just sounds like it's like shugunk, gunk. In this case, the clock is going counterclockwise. Not sure why, just is. That was like this. When you paid attention to the movie, it was there. But if you just honed in on their voices, it was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But I'm committed. I might invite them to come to the movies with us the next time that we go. Because we flirted, the person that I was with, we flirted for 20 max. If I'm lucky, 22.5. But I might invite them to every movie that I go to just to see if they can do it. Just to see if they're like, Dune 2, 3 hours, no problem. Here we go. And they do this. They crack their knuckles and they're like getting ready to, they meet at the movies, have like a pre-game, a little talk, like a powwow. And just see what they can do. Like, this is 3 hours, right? This movie's 3 hours. If it were up to me, this movie would be 5 hours because that's how bad I want to flirt with you. That's the length of time I would flirt with you for. 5 hours, dude. But right now we have a 3 hour long movie. This is them just talking to each other. Having a little pregame thing. Like, I know last week we went and saw a movie and we didn't do it the whole time. We did not flirt the whole time. But this week, it's me and you. Last week it was me and you too, but it didn't feel like we didn't have the thing. It's like watching Dune 2 flirting the whole time is the Super Bowl of flirting during movies. It's going to be the longest experience, and if you can make it through the whole thing, you got to propose again. Double proposition. I'm gonna give you a proposition right now. That's what I'm gonna say when I marry someone. What do you think of this proposition? And I'm like this. In the movies, watching Dune 3, a 7 hour long movie. In the middle of it, I'm like, I can't handle it. What do you think of this proposition? And my, at that point, wife, because she'll say, of course, you just flirted with me for 5 hours. That's the only thing that I'm looking for, dude, is just a long flirt. I'm in this for the long flirt, just to be honest with you. Listen, I got to go eat something. I'm so hungry, but I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
It's mostly rhetorical. It's mostly rhetorical.